Hello everyone and welcome back to class. And in this lesson, we are going to be treating character analysis of Odekunle, Odejimi, Yosola, and Iyale in Once Upon an Elephant. Okay, these are minor characters, but of course they can ask you. Okay, so we're just going to start with Odejimi. Odejimi is the foil of Cherubawon. Father to Odekunle, and Iyale's husband is also part of the Kingmakers. He is the voice of reason as he criticizes all the ills in the community. He is biased towards women. He only complains about the ills but refuses to challenge Cherubawon and Ajanoku, unlike Iyagba. He represents political representatives who refuses to call out the atrocities of their leader for fear of losing their position. So basically tells us who Odejimi is, okay? Even though Odejimi also stands for the truth, but unlike Iyagba, Odejimi didn't have the balls to challenge the status quo. Like when Ajanoku was giving his speech at his coronation, he gave like a threat, telling them that anybody that is not ready to work with him, okay, will face the wrath. And instead of him to say, okay, I don't mind, okay, I'll rather stand for the truth, but because of what they will eat, which is also connected to our leaders. It's not that they are all of these things they are saying. It's not that they don't see what is happening in our society. It's not that they don't see it. They do see it, but they are scared that if they should speak up, that would be the end of their career. And so everybody just keep mum, which is not supposed to be. All right. So him being a foil to Cherubawon is that Cherubawon is just supports everything. In fact, he's the mastermind of all the ills, okay, and backs up Ajanoku because of course Ajanoku is his son, right? But Odejimi, on the other hand, does not support everything, and that's why Odejimi and Cherubawon are always at loggerheads, okay? And he's biased towards women, of course. This one is evident in the same way Iyali comes in. Iyali, his wife, comes in and during the coronation and sees him thinking and asks why he's like that, why he's not at the coronation ceremony. When Iyali mentions Iyagba, okay, and gives a quote from Iyagba, he at that point, calls his wife a mad person because she's quoting from a mad person, okay? Because she's quoting a mad person, which is Yaga, right? And so I've talked about the fact that he only complains if really didn't change it, all right? And of course, him representing all of this that's the significance, representing all of these political leaders who know within themselves that this thing that happened is not right, but they dare not challenge it because of right. So we move to Odekunle. Odekunle is the son of Yale and Odejimi, lover to Desola and friend to Lere, Yele, and the rest. Okay, he loves Desola dearly and feels sickness just to be with her. And that's when the hunters were preparing, when the hunters, decide to go hunting for in preparation for the coronation. So he didn't want to go with them, and then he had to feign sickness just so he could be with his lover, right? And of course, he faces obstacles in his relationship with Desola due to their father's disagreements. Because at some point, Stella had to ask, wait, what's the problem? Why do we have this loggerheads? Okay, why are our parents not agreeing to our relationship? And say, oh, you don't know. You don't know that my father does not agree with Shereban because Shereban, had put up someone that is not qualified. So of course, he's humiliated by, as Disala is raped by Ajanoku and he couldn't do anything about it. Okay, that's referring you to the detailed summary of this particular text. You'll recall that I mentioned how that in the olden days, the woman's pride and virtue on the night of the wedding, and now everyone knows that he's going out like is Odekunle's lover, that Disola is Odekunle's lover, and now Disola has been raped. All right. So now the thing is, will he still go ahead to marry Disola, knowing fully well that she's not intact anymore? So that disgrace, okay, that humiliation is huge on his part. That made him spearhead the downfall of Achanoko, right? So he's the one that takes the calabash with a charm, to the palace and then wear it on him, okay, and which eventually led to the death of Ajano. So we move to Iyale. Iyale is Odejimi's wife and Disela's mother, a close friend to Iyagba, and a reconciliator between Iyagba and her offenders. Okay, Iyale is loyal to her friendship. Like when everybody deserted Iyagba, Iyale stood with her. Okay, and her loyalty pays off when Iyagba refused to listen to the plight of Odekunle, Dimoke, Desola, and of course, one good turn deserves another because Iyale is Odekunle's mother. So automatically, when that stuff happened and it affected Odekunle, Iyagba had to stand up. You understand? So we can talk about her being loyal to the friendship. And of course, she helps move the story forward by using her influence to change Iyagba's mind. Okay, if not for Iyale, okay, when the other people had come to Iyagba to apologize and to seek her help, I don't think that Iyagba would would have helped them willingly if not for the help and intervention of Iyale. That's a foreshadowing because something actually happened, okay, even though it wasn't as she had it in the dream. But of course, the wedding will probably most likely not hold anymore. All right, she loves her dad and is more comfortable telling him things rather than them. Okay, she's the sixth virgin to be raped by Ajanoku in preparation for the Olugore rite. And of course, she represents the masses, okay, who are directly affected by the government and the corruption of the community. And with that, we have come to the end of character analysis in Once Upon an Elephant. I don't know if I have time, I would do a comparison between so maybe just two characters, and then you go and find out, the rest on your own. And then we move to the themes and the theme and the dramatic techniques used in Once Upon an Elephant. I want to make sure that I, cover a lot of things so that some revision that you can always go back to. But that doesn't mean that you should still not read your text, the textbooks recommended for you in class. If you have any question, please don't forget to always drop it and I will get right to it as soon as possible. So till I come your way next lesson, bye and